Switch is engaged. Data confirms the target location. All units prepare for immediate deployment.
The decision has already been made. What follows is not a choice. It is a protocol. At 09:47 Eastern Standard Time on a Tuesday morning in February, two men in a climate-controlled compartment 8,000 kilometers from Washington, D.C. receive an encrypted transmission. The RS-12M2 Topol M carries a single thermonuclear warhead, 800 kilotons, 60 times the yield of Hiroshima. Its flight time to the eastern seaboard of the United States, 23 minutes.
No, absolutely not.
At this moment, approximately 600,000 people are within the Washington metropolitan area. They are attending meetings, commuting, drinking coffee. In 21 minutes, most of them will be dead.
Confirmed launch detection. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Check all channels. Get me NORAD.
All flight controllers, stabilize trajectory now.
We have an abort signal on the main bus.
Comms are breaking up. Confirm status.
At 09:58, 17 orbital infrared satellites detect the missile's heat signature. The data is correlated, analyzed, confirmed. The alert travels through encrypted channels to the White House Situations Room in 4.2 seconds.
Did you see this?
What is happening?
It can't be real.
There are 7 minutes remaining. There is nowhere to run. The nearest fallout shelter capable of withstanding a near miss is 30 kilometers away. The average automobile in gridlocked traffic moves at 4 kilometers per hour. The initial flash of a thermonuclear detonation reaches a peak temperature of 100 million degrees Celsius, 6 times hotter than the core of the sun. At this temperature, matter does not burn. It sublimates. Solid stone becomes gas without passing through a liquid state. Within 0.7 kilometers, the immediate ground zero, everything organic ignites instantaneously. Human bodies do not have time to burn. The radiant heat converts tissue into carbon and superheated steam. Shadows are permanently burned onto concrete as the people casting them become vapor. At this distance, unshielded human skin receives third-degree burns through all dermal layers. Clothing made of synthetic fibers melts into the flesh. Those who look directly at the flash, and thousands did, experience permanent retinal burns. They will die blind. The electromagnetic pulse extends outward in a radius of 80 kilometers. Every vehicle manufactured after 1970, dependent on electronic fuel injection and ignition systems, stops functioning. The entire power grid of the eastern seaboard begins to cascade into failure. From Boston to Atlanta, 300 million people lose electricity within 90 seconds. The blast wave is not wind. It is a wall of compressed atmosphere, moving faster than sound. A shock front where air pressure increases from 14.7 pounds per square inch to over 100 psi in 1,000th of a second. At 20 psi of overpressure, reinforced concrete structures fail catastrophically. The human body, subjected to this pressure differential, experiences immediate trauma. Eardrums rupture, lungs collapse as the chest cavity is compressed. Internal organs separate from connective tissue. The winds behind the shock front exceed 800 kilometers per hour. Vehicles are not pushed, they are launched. A city bus becomes a 30-ton projectile. Cars tumble through the air in chaotic trajectories, colliding mid-flight. At this radius, survival is possible for those in hardened structures or underground. But survival of the blast is not survival of the event. The radius of lethal radiation extends 9 kilometers. Those sheltering in basements are receiving doses of 600 rem. Without medical intervention, which will not come, they will die within 2 weeks. The detonation has ignited thousands of individual fires across a zone of 20 square kilometers. Wood structures, ruptured gas lines, vehicles with full fuel tanks. These fires now begin to coalesce. The firestorm generates winds exceeding 160 kilometers per hour, pulling oxygen from the surrounding area. Survivors in sealed basements suffocate as the fire consumes all available air. Those who emerge to escape the flames are incinerated instantly. The temperature in the firestorm zone exceeds 1,000 degrees Celsius. The mushroom cloud contains 400,000 tons of debris. Much of it is now lofted into the jet stream. Some will circle the planet for years, but the heaviest particles, irradiated dust, begin to fall within 15 minutes.
Quick, everyone inside! Don't stop! Run! Hurry! Hurry!
The fallout contains dozens of radioactive isotopes: strontium-90, cesium-137, iodine-131. Contact with skin causes immediate beta burns. Inhalation embeds radioactive particles in lung tissue. Those exposed to the initial fallout receive lethal doses within hours.
We are at capacity. You must proceed to the triage center down the street.
Help now, please let us in!
It's okay, sweetie. Just a little longer. We'll get it all out.
In the first hour, 200,000 are dead, vaporized, crushed, burned. In the first week, this number will triple as radiation sickness claims those who survive the blast. In the first year, cancer rates in the fallout zone will increase by 4,000%. The federal government of the United States has been decapitated. The President, Vice President, Speaker of the House, President pro tempore of the Senate, and the first 11 members of the line of succession were all within the blast radius. The Secretary of Agriculture, 14th in line, is located. He is sworn in aboard a military aircraft at 11:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. He has no staff, no communications, no way to know if his orders will be followed. Retaliation is automatic. At 10:36, 473 nuclear weapons launch from silos across Montana, Wyoming, and North Dakota. Submarine-launched missiles add 240 more. The targeting includes Moscow, St. Petersburg, and 300 military installations across Russia. At 11:12, Russian early warning detects the launches. Their response is immediate. By noon, Eastern Standard Time, 68 nuclear weapons have detonated across the northern hemisphere. The number will reach 400 by nightfall, but there will be no nightfall. The smoke from burning cities is rising into the stratosphere, where it will remain for a decade. The exclusion zone will remain for 80 years. The soil contains plutonium-239, with a half-life of 24,000 years. This ground will be poisoned longer than human civilization has existed. "17 minutes of flight time, 800 kilotons, one weapon. The infrastructure of government, gone. The continuity of civilization, severed. And this was not a war. This was a single strike." "7,000 nuclear weapons remain operational worldwide, each one waiting for the same procedural sequence, the same encrypted codes, the same 23 minutes. There is no rewind, no reset, only the permanence of the mistake.